Well, in this lecture, we'll see the concept of double linked list. In the last lecture, we have seen the circular linked list concept. It is a little bit modification of the single linked list, in which last node is attached to the head node, so that we can avoid the additional pointer that what we use in the double linked list. Now we'll see the double linked list concept. Instead of making a list as circular, we can also add an additional pointer to every node in the list. So that whenever we move forward in the list, we can also come backward with that particular additional pointer. So far we have seen in the single linked list, for every node we have a pointer called next node. That is next reference. That means next address will be next node's address is inserted into the or assigned to the next pointer. In the same way, why can't we add an additional pointer called a previous pointer to every node, so that a previous node's address will also be assigned to the previous pointer, so that whenever you traverse in the forward direction, if you want to come backward, you can come to the backward direction. So this is what the basic idea of the doubly linked list. So in the double linked list, in addition to the single linked list node structure, we are going to add an additional pointer called previous pointer. So each node has three parts: data, previous, and next. So this previous contains the address of the previous node, where in case of single linked list, the next pointer is pointing to the address of the next node. So the last node contains null value in the next part, and the first node contains null value in the previous part. Because the first node previous don't have any address or don't have any node, so that reason first node's previous will always point to the null. Where in case of last node next, that means in the last node next you don't have any other node, so the reason last node next is pointing to the null. A head node has the address of first node and the last node has the address of the last node. So this is what the basic structure that what we have seen in the single linked list also. But additionally, what we find is here the previous pointer and the last node that is going to be having the last node's next as null and the first node's previous as null. So this is the thing that what we need to take care of additionally. Just like how we are going to take care of the last node's next is head in the circular linked list, in the same way we need to maintain the pointer called the previous pointer in every operation of the double linked list. Whatever the operations that we perform on the single linked list, all the operations can be directly applicable for the doubly linked list, such as inserting of a node at the beginning, inserting of a node at the end, inserting of a node at a particular position. In the same way, removing of a node at the beginning, removing of a node at the end, and removing of a node at the particular given position. So that is the reason we are going to make some modifications to the doubly linked list. The modification is like this. Previously we have only the next pointer, but we are going to add a previous pointer in the node structure. Thereby this previous pointer will point to the previous node and this next pointer will point to the next node. So here the data num contains the integer value because we have declared it as the integer data type. Next pre-pointer stores the address of the previous node and next pointer stores the address of the next node. So this is the particular code structure that in C programming struct node. This is the way we have declared it. Next, we have also created a head node, that is a struct node star new node. This is the pointer that we have created for the creation of new node whenever we go for a particular operation, such as creation of new node, inserting at beginning or inserting at end or inserting at a particular position. Obviously we need to create a new node. So for that we have temporarily made a new node here. Next is a head node, which is always equal to null at the beginning. Next is last node, that is null, and temp. So these are the pointers that will be used in the program. So the reason this code was written like this. However, what are the code that I will write maybe may look different from the code that you are going to see in the slides, because the coding is independent. You can code in your own way, but only thing is you have to code in an optimistic way, so that no memory will be wasted, or additional variables will not be used for doing regular operations. So this optimization can be done in the at the level of processing. That means you may write a program so that it may execute within few number of steps and will consume very little memory. So like that also you can develop the program. Next, creating of a node. Obviously, whenever you create node, the first initialization will be done like this. Previous pointer will be null, and at the same time, next pointer will also be null. Then depending upon whether you are inserting at the beginning or and at the end, or at a particular position, based on that you are supposed to assign the next pointer or the previous pointer. Next is the traversing. You may traverse using the next pointer, or you may traverse using the previous pointer. You can traverse using the previous pointer if you feel that you have reached the end of the position, end of the list. If you feel that you are at the middle or at the beginning of the list, and if you want to traverse the list from beginning to ending, then you can use the next pointer. If you want to traverse from the in a reverse manner, then you can go for you can go for traversing via pre-pointer. So next is inserting at a begin. Whenever you insert at begin, obviously currently the 100 is the head node, and if you want to insert a new node at the beginning, so obviously the new node's next is pointing to the head node, and the head node's previous should point to the new node, and that new node should become the head. These are the three things that you are supposed to do. First, you create a new node and make the new nodes next as head, and the head nodes previous as the new node, and finally make the new node as the head node. So these are the steps you are supposed to do, so that the insertion of a node at the beginning will take place. Again, I am repeating. First, you need to create a node. Newly created nodes next is pointing to the head node. Head node's previous pointer should point to the newly created node, and finally you make the newly created node as head node. That's all. This is a simple operation we are supposed to do. Next is inserting at end. Obviously, just like how you will do in the single linked list, you have to traverse till the end of the list, last but one node. Okay, or last node you have to traverse till the last node you have to traverse. Again, you create a new node. Okay, new node's pointer, previous pointer is referring to the last node, and last node's next should point to the newly created node, and newly created node's next should point to the null. Thereby, the link will be established between the newly created node and already existing list. So this is the way how you are supposed to do the inserting at end. Next is inserting at a particular specified position. So the insertion of the node at a specified position, for that just like in single linked list, how you will traverse position -1 till position -1, then you traverse till position -1, you create a new node. Obviously new node's previous is null, and next is also null. Now since the position -1 you are having, position -1, so nodes next node should point to the new node, and new node's previous should point to the position -1 node. Anyhow, the position -1 nodes next you are having as the next node in the general sequence, and you take this particular address into a temporary node and make the newly created nodes next as this particular temporary node, that where you have stored the address of the position -1's next node. Then the position -1's next node's previous will be pointing to the new node. Thereby the link will be established. Here you need to take care of the four links. First one is the newly created node's previous link, and position minus one node's next link, and newly created node's next link, and position minus one node's next previous link. So these are the four links that you are supposed to take care of whenever you deal with the insertion of a node at a particular position. In the same way, what are the measures you have taken for inserting at begin and inserting at end and inserting at a position? The same measures you are supposed to take care of at the time of for the in case of deleting at begin, deleting at end, and deleting at a particular position. So delete from begin, again whenever you know delete at begin, so obviously the head is equal to head next, and this particular node should be removed. It is a very simple technique. Head must be pointing to the head next, and this node will be removed from the list. So thereby the deletion of the node from the beginning will take place. Next one is deleting at end. Just like in single linked list, how we will traverse the node, how we will traverse till the end of the node but one, and you will remove this node, the last node. In the same way, you are supposed to do in the double linked list also. Next is removing of a node at a particular position. So this you are supposed to be very careful, because it is just like again it is also just like a single linked list traversal only. You are supposed to traverse till the position -1, and position -1, whenever you traverse till the position -1, the position -1's next address should be kept in temporary one, and this temporary one means the position which you want to delete. The position next address also to be taken care, that will be pointing to the position -1 nodes next, and the positions +1 node, that is this node previous, should point to the position -1 node. So this thereby what will happen, since you are holding the position which you want to delete in a temporary node, anyhow you are having that, you free that particular temporary node, so that the link will be established between the position -1 node and the position +1 node. So this is the way how the insertion and removal operations will happen. Now we'll see how the coding part, how to do this coding. See, my way of writing code is somewhat quite different from other coding things. I will use same code, same type of coding throughout the end of the data structure. Okay, hence that is the reason I recommend you to go through the previous videos also, because I won't start the coding from beginning again. I will use already existing code, just I will do the modification so that you will get the new data structure implemented. So that is the reason you must be in thorough with or in continuation with my previous lectures, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Now, for the circular linked list, I have taken the single linked list code and I started typing that. Now, in the same way, what I will do is I will use the single linked list code only. Single linked list code. I will save it as double linked list, DLL, double linked list. Now I will start coding this double linked list. So now this is a double linked list operation. Doubly linked list operations implemented in C. Now it is also having the functions like a creation of node, insertion, removal, traversal, printing of list, length of the list. Now struct node, this is the self-referential structure which is going to be added to the next node. Now what I will do is I will add one more thing, struct node star previous. So this is also self-referential structure, which is especially to point to the previous node. Now type def struct node. node head is equal to null. So this is by default we require. So node head is equal to null. Here also we have helper functions. Creating node is empty, display, list length, search list. So these are the helper functions. Next is regular functions, main operations. So in circular linked list, we have written a function called move end. So I will also use this move end so that it will be easy for us to move till the end of the list. So this move end also I am going to copy and paste in my code so that unnecessary traversing till end and the unnecessary code can be avoided. Okay, so circular linked list is whatever the additional thing that I have written circular linked list, the same thing I am using here. So creation of node. In the creation of node star temp is equal to null. Temp is equal to malloc of size of node. This is okay. Temp data is equal to null. Temp next is equal to null. Now temp previous also we need to add. Temp previous is equal to null. So now creation of node is over. So you look at here. I won't see this is my way of coding is completely different. What I will do is I will use the same code with small modifications so that you will get the new data structure implemented. So I recommend you to go through my previous videos. At the same time, you follow the coding so that you will understand without much effort how can you develop the code. Okay. So this creation of node is over. Next helper function is empty. So we always define that when head is equal to null, the list is empty. Display here node star temp is equal to null. Then if not is empty, then temp is equal to head, while temp data, temp is equal to temp next. This is also fine, nothing to do in this. So we are going to get the values from the beginning to ending. Only thing is if you want to get the values from end to begin, that means in the reverse, then we need to write another function. That is, I can write like this. Here display. Next is void print reverse. Print reverse means in the reverse. So print reverse. So you can define the print reverse function so that what we are supposed to do is you need to traverse till the end and you have to get the previous link, and till the previous link is not equal to head, you have to traverse and you have to print the list. So before defining this, so we have not defined this to define. So we'll define this once we complete all the remaining functions. Next, displaying is also over. Inserting at begin. Now, when you can insert in begin, node star temp is equal to null. That is the temporary node that we have created. If the list is not empty, then create a temporary node. Create a new node assigned to the temp variable. Temp next is equal to head. So temp next is equal to head. It's fine. Then head previous is equal to temp, and temp previous is equal to null. So anyhow, temp previous is equal to null because we have written the same in the creation of node. Then head is equal to temp. That's all. It's over. So temp is equal to create node. That is node new node is created and assigned to the temporary variable. Temporary next is equal to head. Now heads previous should also be pointed to the temp. So heads previous is pointing to temp, and finally you make temp as head. That's all. So thereby link will be established. Next one is if there is no list available, then obviously whatever the newly created node is there, that is the head node. Now what we'll do is we'll comment this, we'll comment the remaining functions, we'll comment the remaining functions, and only the functions inserted begin will be enabled. We'll see whether the list is created or not. Well, you can see on the output 40, 30, 20, 10. The output will get. So that means inserting at beginning is over. So we didn't done much coding in this. The same code, simple modification, we'll get the new code. Okay. Now, since we did the inserting at begin, we'll implement the removing at begin. So node removing at begin, node star temp is equal to null. If not is empty, temp is equal to head, head is equal to temp next. Now temp is equal to head, right? Next head is equal to temp next. Next is head previous should be pointing to null because head is equal to temp next. So that reason here one thing we need to take care of is whenever we remove the first node, then the next node will become the head, and head next should be pointing to the previous, and whatever the first node is there, that will be freed. So the reason the initial value head is assigned to temp, then head is equal to temp next, then uh, int value is equal to temp data. Then here we should point to head previous is equal to null, because we have moved from the first node to the next node and made the second node as the head node. So since the first node to be removed, once the first node is removed, you won't have any reference to the first node. The reason the head newly created head node or newly assigned head nodes previous must be assigned to null. Then free the first node, that is temp. Then removing at beginning will be over. If there is no node available in the list, return the error code. Simple. So only thing what you have added here is head previous is equal to null. This is a simple one statement we have added, thereby the entire data structure was changed from single linked list to double linked list. Now we'll see whether this removing is working or not. We'll uncomment this. So whenever you remove the node at the beginning, what is the node to be printed here is 40. Well, the code is executed, and so the actual double linked list what we are having is 40, 30, 20, 10, and 40 is removed. The rest of the list is 30, 20, 10. Next we'll do the inserting at end. So already inserting at begin and removing at begin was completed successfully. Then we'll move on to the inserting at end. So in order to insert a node at end, we need to traverse till the last node but one. Then temp next is equal to create node. So for this, instead of doing this, what we'll do, because we need to add the newly created node which is going to be inserted at the end, its the previous value should point to the temp. So the reason, instead of doing this, what I do is create node value, control X. What I will do is node star nn is equal to create node. So temp next is equal to nn, and nn previous is equal to temp. So thereby the newly created nodes previous will be pointing to the last node but one, and and the last nodes next will point to the newly created. So this is with a simple one additional statement over here. The inserting at end is over. We'll uncomment this. So the resultant value should be printed as 30, 20, 10, 15, 25, and 35. Well, we got the 30, 20, 10, 15, 25, 35. So the nodes were added. The node which is going to be inserted was added at the end of the list. Next, insertion at the end is over. Now removing at the end. So in order to remove at end, we need to traverse till the last node but one. So we have the last node but one in the temp. So last node but one is there in temp. Then node is the star tt is equal to temp next. So the last node is the last node's address is there in the tt, and int value is equal to tt data. Temp next is equal to null, and there is no need to do anything with the previous pointer. So that reason temp next is equal to null. Then what I will do is tt previous. So anyhow, we are going to remove the tt. So there is no much difference between the single linked list node removal and double linked list node removal at end. So no additional thing was added here. So you can have this particular function, or we can use this particular function as it is. So we'll see whether this particular code will execute for double linked list or not. So I will uncomment this and run this. So whenever you remove the last node, then obviously 35 is the element to be removed from the list. Well, we have inserted 15, 25, 35 at the end of the list. Then 30, 20, 10, 15, 25. So the last node 25 is removed. 35 is removed, so that the rest of the list is like this. Well, so removing at end is also completed. Now we'll go for searching of an element in a list. Searching of an element in the list is simply like our single linked list. If the search is there, search is available, then that if element is available in the list, then it will return 1, otherwise it will return false. So same search list is going to be function is going to be used here. We'll see whether we get the output or not, obviously. So we have searched for 25. 25 is found in the list, so the reason is available is equal to 1. So there is no much difference. We have done small changes in the single linked list so far, so that we got the double linked list functions to be implemented in this. So now the rest leftover functions are inserting at a position and removing at a position. Next we will move on to the inserting at position. So it is just like our single linked list only. First of all, we are supposed to check whether list is empty or not. If the list is not empty, then check whether the inserting position is 1 or not. If the inserting position is 1, then we have to insert the value at the beginning of the list. So insert at begin. So whatever the insert at begin function we have written, the same function will be called here, then return. Then we need to go for traversing of the node, traversing of the list. So temp is equal to head. Now we have to move till the position -1. So when we move till the position -1, then temp is equal to temp next. The temp is consisting of the position -1. We create a new node, and this new node's previous is equal to tt previous is equal to temp, that is the node position -1. Then temps since we have kept temp next value, that is the position where we are supposed to insert the corresponding node's address was kept in tn. So The newly created nodes previous we have assigned to temp, and now temp next will be temp next should be assigned to not now. So what we do is we have to do after this temp next, then now temp next will be assigned to TT, that is creation of the newly created node. Then, so to have good idea of this, what we do is we'll write here make the new nodes previous as position -1 node. So TT previous is equal to n. Then hold node in position. So that is temp next. So will be kept in this one. So next temp next make position -1 nodes next as new node, and the position, since we have holded the node which is at the position, so its previous should be pointed to the newly created node. So Tn previous is equal to newly created node is Tt. Next Tt next, that is the newly created node next should point to the Tn. Then temp next is equal to Tt. So how the temp next is equal to Tt? Obviously temp next is equal to Tt. Already we have written here temp next is equal to Tt. So this statement is not required because already you have written temp next is equal to Tt. So double time, no need to define. So that's all. It's over. Now the link is established. So the newly created node's previous pointer and the next pointer need to be taken care with the position -1 and position. As usual, whenever there is no node in the list, then whatever the newly created node is there, that is the node, original, that is the starting node. Now we'll see whether the node is inserted at a given position or not. Now we'll run the code. Well, so the node 55 is inserted at the position 3, 30, 20, 55, 10, 15, 25. Now our task is to remove the node from a given position. So remove the node at a particular position. So it is similar to the single linked list. Check whether the list is empty or not. If the list is not empty, if the node is going to be deleted at the first position, that is position is equal to 1, then simply call the remove at begin. So already we have seen the remove at begin is working successfully. So the same function is going to be called here. So if the position is not equal to 1, then go to the else part, then temp is equal to head, then move till the position -1, then move till the position -1. Hold the position value in Tn. Now, since the temp is having the position -1, so temp next should be pointed to the Tn next. Okay, the temp next should point to the Tn next, and whenever it is pointing to the Tn next, so obviously the Tn next that is Tn next value, that is the next node, which is so temp next is equal to Tn next. Now here the link is established between the position -1 and position +1. But the position +1 node's previous pointer should point to the temp. Now we will make that particular statement, or we will write the statement in here. So in order to make the position +1's previous to the temp pointer. So anyhow, this temp next is holding the next position value. So what we do is we create a temporary node star tt is equal to temp next. That means you are holding now the next position's node value. Obviously, next node's previous should point to the temp. For that reason, tt previous is equal to temp. Thereby, the tn, which is the position, the position which you want to delete, it will be freed here, and its next position's previous is pointing to the temp, and temp's next is pointing to the next position. So this is the way how the link will be broken between the at a particular position, and the link between the previous position and the next position is established. We'll see whether this code will work or not. Now I'm uncommenting this. So now we'll uncomment and run the code. Now the position to be the node to be removed is 55. So since the 55 is inserted at the position 3, removed node is 55. The 55 is a node removed from the list. So this is the way how the node from a particular position is removed. Now we left over with a function called print reverse. That means since whether all the previous links we have established correctly or not, whenever we run this function print reverse, that means whenever we define the function print reverse, then all the nodes has to move in the reverse direction using the previous pointer. When the previous pointers are perfectly done, then we can be in a position to print the previous pointers. So in order to do that, first of all, we have to make use of the move end. So basically in the move end, previously this move end has been copied from the circular linked list. So we have moved the circular linked list till the next node's address is not equal to head. But here there is no circulation, that is circular link available. But only thing is we need to see that last node's next is not equal to null or not. So the reason I will do some modification in this. So in the circular linked list, we have kept it as head, that is temp next not equal to head, but it must be replaced with a null to suit our requirement. So thereby what will happen, the list will traverse till the last node. That means last node next is not equal to null. Till that time it will move, then it will stop. Then it is easy for us to write the reversing the list, that is printing of the reverse list. Print reverse. As usual, we'll keep a temp node, star temp is equal to null, and we can do this only if not equal is empty. Not is empty, then temp is equal to. Now we need last node, that means move end, so that we'll get the last node. So how long we need to traverse? While temp not equal to head, that means if the temp address is not equal to head, we need to traverse this printf %d temp data. So previously we used to write the temp is equal to temp next, but here we need to write temp is equal to temp previous, because we are going to move in the forward direction. So in the reverse direction, move temp is equal to temp previous. So since we reach it to the head position, there whenever it reaches the head position, this loop will fail, but head data will not be printed. So the reason I will write the printf statement again here, so that the head value data will be printed. Else you are aware of return -99. This is the error code. So to have the output in a neat manner, printf \n. It will print the content in the new line. Now we'll call the print reverse function here. This just now I uncommented this print reverse function will have written. Now we'll run the code. So the output is like this. Well, 30, 20, 10, 15, 25 is the last list that is available. It was reversed like this: 15, 25, 15, 10, 20, and 30. So the list was reversed. That means all the previous links are working fine. That means whatever the previous link adjustments we made in the insertion and removal operations are correct. So this is the double linked list, and as usual, as like single linked list and circular linked list, your task is to create a menu and depending upon the user input, perform the related operation. So this is the end of the double linked list. We will meet with the next data structure in the next lecture.